Hey guys. Let's see how this goes. All right. So there's quite a bit of weird grime. Don't really know what it was. This was a used tank that I bought, and it got some sort of a brown algae, maybe cyanobacteria. It's the only tank I've had that has had that. So obviously something in their water or something that was living in the tank had something else going on than I've ever seen. So I let it cycle, let it do its thing, and added a couple altum angels. And a couple days, well, next day I noticed one was getting bit pretty bad. Fins were getting nipped. So I went out and I got two more, the same. It was all, pretty much the whole set that was available. And they started to get some sort of a fungus on them, a fungus or bacteria, something. It was a weird, kind of like stringy white substance that was forming on all of the fins and even on the body of the fish. So I dosed with salt and tried my best to try and alleviate the situation, and they all passed away. It was, within a week of each other. So I thought I finally had it down for the last one. I thought it was going to make it, but I don't think the treatment I was doing was effective. So yeah. So tonight we're just going to do another maintenance of this tank. We're going to go through and we're going to scrape all that brown weird crud off. I'm going to let it settle in the tank. I'm actually going to shut off the air and let it do its thing. So I made my own air diaphragm, pretty much an expansion chamber for a Tetra 40 air pump, and that's what's going to operate this entire 55. No doubt in my mind. I got 6 outlets on it. I could probably run 6 decent air units off of it, whether it be a hang on the side breeder box or sponge filters or air stones. So yeah, the expansion tube that I made is working pretty good. So maybe I'll make a video of that just to show everybody. Everybody that's here, hi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm smart enough to see that there's nobody here, but I don't really care. This is just for fun. So I'm just going to start with basic scraping and cleaning with a clean brush. I disinfected all of my equipment today. or so I think I did. I used pure vinegar, and I think it's going to work just fine to get any of the grime, gunk, and stuff off. So I'm hoping if I scrape all this gunk off, let it settle, and do a nice water change, I will be able to get some other fish in here. Because I have a 15-gallon column tank that has way too many fish in it right now. And this is going to be the home of them for a little bit until I can get some other inhabitants. But I'm not spending any more money on fish after that last hoorah for a little while, because that was quite devastating. To be honest, it was probably a time I shouldn't have even financially bought them, and I did. Which is kind of an even bigger smack in the face. But, you know, you live and you learn. This hobby is teaching me a lot about patience, and even more about, you know, the treatment of fish. So I figured I'd just go live tonight to work on my public speaking, and just kind of give a quick run through of how I do it. I'm going to go through, I'm going to scrape all the sides, one side at a time, because I don't want to move the lids a bunch of times. So, and you guys will probably see this weird fuzz that I'm going to get off of the glass. And you can see it all. It's all brown right there. I have no idea what it is. I just really think that's what did in my fish. But it also could have been the fact that my newly cycled tank wasn't cycled enough for the load I was trying to apply. The fish could have had something. I just wasn't able to treat fast enough. It's a multitude of things, so I'm just going to chalk it up as an L because the only thing I gained was a little bit of heartache and life experience, which I'm not going to take it for nothing because it's not nothing, but it's a lot. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Well, this stuff is everywhere on every surface. Just doing the fish dance. I work on my posture. I look like a weirdo. Okay. So I do have to fish Ariel out of the tank. Yeah, you know what? Give a good close up. As you could probably see the red gunk and whitish gunk that's floating in the water. But we got some Lilopsis brasiliensis and some Monte Carlo in here. Monte Carlo's in the pot still. You can see it's all melted back and it's starting to shoot off its new stuff. And also the brasiliensis is shooting out sprouts throughout the substrate. So I put Fluval stratum aqua soil underneath, just a pretty thin layer, and then a thick layer of sand. I used pool sand and it was off season, which also could have been another thing that got my fish, because there was some foam, some brown foam, just like you'd see in a river, coming off of it when I rinsed it and washed it. But let's see if I can. Oh, I can. All right. So, gotta start somewhere. This tank is tank number 7. It's a little bigger than I'm used to. So started off with a 15 gallon, then got a 5 gallon. And then my mom had some old aquarium stuff that she was getting rid of. So I got another 20-gallon long. And then I purchased another 20-gallon long, brand new. And then I purchased a 10-gallon. And then I received a 5.5 gallon that is set up for shrimp with active substrate, which is taking forever to take off in my low pH setup. Yeah, just whole bunch of tanks now, and I just got another 20 long and another 10 gallons. So I might set up another rack downstairs. Need grow out space for the platies that we have. So we got a good amount of platies. They're actually a mix of tricolor platies crossed with pineapple and candy crest platies. So it's a little bit of an odd mix. I'm gonna see if I can work on it a little bit and get like a red high fin or something and keep the black tips. That would be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. It's a work in progress. I still have to set the tank up. I'm using a 10 and a 20 long right now. A 10 is housing the 2 males that were the Candy Crest pineapples, and those guys, I'm starting to put males that I'm picking out of the first batch of fry. So there's probably like almost 70 platies in that 20 long. So I'm working really hard to get those suckers out of there. But this tank needs to get cleaned up and finished, or else, just a big waste of space. So, and like I said, I also have some other stuff that needs to come in here. I got some cherry barbs that bred in a 15 gallon in my living room. I'm going to use this. I wanted it to be a Amazonian style tank, but I think it's just going to be a nice community planted tank. Might still do a river setup, but that's something I really enjoy, is like the moving water and fish swimming in current. Also really enjoy plecos, so I'd probably like to do some plecos in here. At least one. I want to get a green phantom pleco for this tank. It's just one of my favorites, and I think it would be a perfect size tank for it, as a single showpiece pleco that you'll never see. Oh, let's dig out Ariel. Ariel! Ariel! Under the sea. Sorry for the boring live stream. Apparently, I'm not very good at talking and working at the same time. But, you know what? You gotta start somewhere, man. That's what I'm gonna keep saying. This tank is gonna look good when I'm done. My bucket. Oops. Okay. First pass. Good clean sweep. That's what I was thinking. It was going to take about 10 gallons of draining to get the whole bottom cleaned in this tank. I need to buy appropriate sized gravel vacs for the tanks I'm having because the big ones aren't great for small tanks. The small ones aren't great for big tanks. You know the deal. So having the right size equipment is just like anything, right? proper equipment, proper job. And yeah, I was hoping somebody would stop by, but leave a comment if you stop by. If I don't see you because I'm busy, you know how it goes. I do have to go empty this bucket, so I will be right back. All right, I'm back. So I don't think 2 passes is going to quite do it, but that might be all the water change I'm going to do tonight. So what's that? That's a good scrub on all the glass. Well, a decent scrub on all the glass. except for that back corner. Get the air back on. All right, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to go over to check out what else is going on. So we will see you guys later. I'm just going to refill this and, that's that. So I want to give a big shout out to some of my inspirations on this here platform that they call YouTube. The whole fish community, everybody who's putting any content out there for people like me to start learning about this amazing hobby. So I'm going to continue the trend and make some videos for y'all. So thanks for joining me on this Saturday night. And I think next video you'll see on my channel is going to be a DIY air expansion chamber for a single diaphragm air pump. So yeah, we will see you guys later. Have a great night. Happy Easter.